and welcome to a brand new series on the Tinker Tales channel. This is either going to go really well or it's going to be a disaster. I haven't quite decided which yet. We're just going to kind of see how it goes. But as you all know, we don't have a Walt Disney World trip planned. We are not going back to Walt Disney World for a while, like a long time. And I'm getting withdrawal symptoms from all the amazing food. We had so much good food on our last trip and I am missing it. And knowing that I'm not going to be able to get there for ages and not eat it is making me very sad. So I have decided I'm going to try and recreate some of our favourite meals, snacks, drinks and anything else that we had while we were in Walt Disney World on our last trip. I am not the greatest chef, I am not the best baker in the world, and I have not tried any of these recipes ever before. I'm going to be trying them all for the first time and filming it. This can only go well. Yeah. There's been a few challenges already and I've not even started yet because all these recipes I found on the internet, they either come from allears.net or wdwrecipes.com. They have loads of amazing recipes from all the amazing restaurants and snack places. So if you want to try any of these recipes for yourself, that is where they come from. Go and check out those two websites. I'll leave all their details down below. But of course they're American recipes, so everything is measured in cups. We don't really have cups over here, but I did remember that a few years ago when we were on a trip to Walt Disney World, I did buy some measuring cups. But yeah, so I actually do own some cups, and you can get these over here. You can get these in like Lakeland or Hobbycraft or just anywhere where they sell baking stuff. You can get cup measurements. So that is what I've measured everything in, just because trying to convert cups to grams is it's impossible because everything is slightly different. So I'm measuring everything in cups. I'm going to talk you through everything that I'm doing, but I'm measuring everything in cups. This recipe also called for cornmeal. I have no idea what cornmeal is, not a clue, and even googling it didn't really help. I thought maybe it was like corn flour, but no, apparently not. It's completely different. We did eventually find it. We found it in Tesco's in like the Asian kind of cooking aisle with like all the chapati flour and things like that. So I do have that. But yeah, so a lot of the recipes have got me very confused because they contain stuff that I have no idea what it is. But we're giving it a go. Yeah, and you guys are gonna see all the chaos that ensues. Yay! Also guys, if there is anything that, any food or snacks or anything that you love in Walt Disney World that you want me to try and make, please let me know down below, leave a comment, or you can tweet me at Tinker_Tales. Okay, so for today's first attempt at cooking, baking, anything, I am going to be trying to make the cornbread that we had at Hoop-de-Doo musical review over at the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campgrounds. It was so much fun, the food was so good, and that cornbread was just everything. So I'm going to try and recreate that today. Let's see how this goes. So I've measured everything out here guys in an attempt to look semi-professional. Not quite sure if it's working, but we have 1.5 teaspoons of salt, a tablespoon of baking powder, 2 eggs, half a cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of milk. There is 3/4 cup of cornmeal. There is 1 1/4 cup of sugar, just normal granulated sugar. And then I have 1 3/4 cup of flour. So this recipe just said flour, like just flour. So I've gone for plain flour because there's baking powder, and baking powder is a raising agent. Look at me sounding like I know what I'm talking about. Great British Bake Off, here I come. Because baking powder is a raising agent, I kind of figured that I didn't need baking powder and self-raising flour. So I've gone with plain flour. I can hear Richard behind me. Like I can hear the floorboards creaking. He's supposed to be studying for an exam he's got coming up in like 3 days time, but he's basically getting very distracted. Go study! See? So I've written the recipe out in my new Lovely new notebook. You like? This is one of the Comic Relief Red Nose Day Disney collection. Couldn't resist. Same as my apron. Love it. All for charity, of course. So let's do this thing. Blend flour, cornmeal, salt, baking powder in a mixing bowl. Blend in a mixing bowl. How do you blend in a mixing bowl? Surely blending is... Where's my... Oh goodness, I'm so unprepared. Kitchen's such a mess. I'm going to use that cake spatula. Right, so what we're doing, we are blending flour. So basically all the dry ingredients I think are going in first. Flour, sugar, cornmeal. If you wanted to say corn flour, but it's not, it looks disgusting, whatever it is. What else am I doing? Look at my messy writing. Flour, cornmeal, salt. Salt and baking powder. Baking powder. And salt. Done. Close enough anyway. Right, so blend. I don't even know, how can you blend it? Right, I'm not putting it in a blender. I'm guessing it just means mix. We'll go with just mixing. Right, we've blended. Next, separate bowl. Oh, separate bowl. God's sake. I wrote this and I have no idea what I've written. Oh my God.
Is this a one-take vlog?
No. Oh God, a separate bowl, blend milk, eggs and oil with a mixer. Sounds easy enough. So this is my mixer. It's very bake-off. I would like to add, I've never used it before in my life. It is literally a kitchen ornament. We've got the oil. Oh, I'm just going to get it all over the paddle. We've got the eggs. Here we go. And we've got the milk. Lovely. I need both hands for this. Bear with. Right. I don't even know how to turn it on. Oh, there we go. We're mixing. Isn't that exciting? I've no idea how long I meant to mix it for. Alright, there we go. All mixed, I think. What do we have to do next then? Slowly add the liquid to the dry, mixing just enough to incorporate. Right. How am I supposed to add the wet to the dry when it's got to be mixed with a mixer and the wet is in the mixing bowl? This makes no sense. I'll figure it out. Right guys, so what I have done is I have taken the wet ingredients out of the bowl and put them in a little jug like that, and I've put the dry, I've given this a little wash, dried it up, and I've put the dry ingredients in here. It's a bit of a faff, but I think that's what I was meant to do. Right, so let's put this back down and put it on very slowly, and we have to slowly add the wet ingredients. No idea if I'm doing this right at all. It's meant to turn into like a batter. It's getting there, kind of. Ooh, this is exciting. Right, so that is all the liquid in, and then it says mix it just enough to incorporate everything. Turn up the speed a little bit. It's all incorporated. That looks pretty smooth. I don't know when I need to stop. Okay. Right, that looks like it's all in. Now it says, the recipe says spray a loaf tin with non-stick food spray. like, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that in my life. So I'm just going to grease it. So this is my loaf tin. £2 from Tesco's. Other shops and brands are available. Hashtag not sponsored. I'm going to grease that. Here is my greased loaf tin. Very exciting. And now I just have to pour the batter into that tin. Yeah, it's going to get messy. Okay, so here we go. My batter is all in my tin. This is not what I would imagine cornbread like mixture to look like. This looks more like cake batter. I'm really worried that this is going to be a disaster. But I'm now going to stick this in the oven, which has been preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or in British terms about 200 degrees. And apparently it's meant to be in there for 20 to 25 minutes, but my oven is appalling, so it's probably going to be about an hour. So yeah, let's stick this in the oven. Oh my god, that's really heavy. Ooh. Don't spill, don't spill, don't spill, don't spill. In it goes. Wish me luck. Right, so while my cornbread is supposedly cooking, I think I need to clean up a little bit. Right, so I have no idea how to test if this is done. I look at it though, I think it is done. Look how much that's risen, that's amazing. Right, I'm going to use the old cake test because it was kind of cake batter, so I'm going to put that in the middle. Oh my goodness, no, look at that. Right, that is not done. Hope it doesn't get burnt because that's looking like really nice on top, but that is, yeah, that is not done. Okay, right. Probably a little bit darker than I think it should be, but let's just see if it's cooked this time. Clean! I think it's good. Okay, so my cornbread is on a wire racticle. While it is doing that, I'm going to try and make some honey butter to go with it. This is really simple in my head. It's just honey and butter. So I think I can manage that. Fingers crossed. Okay, so for this, I'm literally just mixing butter and honey because I can't really think of any other way to do it. So, yeah, I'm not even going to measure anything because, meh, it's butter and honey. Oh my god, come out of the packet. Plonk that in there. I'm literally just going to squeeze in a load of honey. And I'm just going to kind of mash it all together. This is the same way like I would make garlic butter, like if I make my own garlic bread. So I'm just going to put this in a little bowl. Here we go. Honey butter, simples. Easiest part of the whole thing. Right, moment of truth. Have I recreated the Hoop-de-Doo Revue cornbread? It looks similar. Like obviously it's a bit bigger because you get like a little one at Hoop-de-Doo Revue. But it looks the same. So let's give it a try. Oh my god. That actually tastes the same. I can't believe I've actually done it. I made cornbread. Oh my god, it's so good. Rich, you want to go and try some cornbread?
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm so happy. I made cornbread. I just want to cry. It just makes me think of Disney. Oh. Oh my god. Challenge 1. Tick! Achieved! Yay! Oh, that's so good. That is it for the first ever Vicky Does Disney Dining. Is that a good name? Should we go with that? I don't know, I need to come up with a name. If you think that's good, then let me know down below. But this is the first one. I actually succeeded. I made cornbread. It tastes just like it does at Hoop-de-Doo Revue. I am so happy. I hate to think of what I'm going to try next. It's gonna get harder. This was like quite an easy one to start with. I think it's gonna get harder. But as always guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that button down below. And if you're not already, then please do subscribe to my Diddy channel. And make sure you hit that little bell button so that you're always notified when I upload a new video. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at Tinker_Tales or on Instagram at Tinker_Tales 2018. But of course, the most important thing guys, as always, is to have a magical day, and I will see you really soon. Bye! Look at the amount of mess I've made just from measuring stuff out. Oh my god, this is going to be a disaster.